And we're live. You're listening to FooBar Weekly on KDSR, Demo Spin Radio, brought to you by ARC Network Live 365, the station where everyone deserves to be heard. The following program contains strong language and adult content. Listener discretion is advised. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Thank you, Bill O'Reilly. The fucking thing does suck. It always sucks, and never in the way that you want it to suck, which figures. Oh. Hi.
Hey. Hello.
Hi. Welcome, everyone, one and all, boys and girls, children of all ages, and everyone and everything in between. FooBar Weekly Show. Today is Tuesday, the 28th of July. July's over, kids.
Yeah.
That's it. It's gone. Can't get it back. Oh.
Can't get it back.
Nope. I can't believe it's almost August. It's crazy. This year was like a wash.
This year should not count. Everything this year, we shouldn't have to pay taxes. We shouldn't have to do anything because this year was just absolute fucking horse shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, completely horse shit.
It was garbage.
Sorry, I should have done this before.
What are you doing?
Oh, just readjusting the computer.
There you go.
There we go.
So, we got K2 back hanging with us. Hopefully, we don't do anything to get kicked off of YouTube again. Although it was kicked. That was like one of the most fun shows we've done. It was there was blood and pain and penetration. It was great.
It was great. And then we got in trouble.
Well, we got in trouble, and then the next day they reinstated the feed. They were like, "Oh, I guess it doesn't violate anything," because we weren't doing anything. I mean, shit.
I'm always going to wonder what tipped off the algorithm.
It could have been the fact that I said something about it that K2 was going to penetrate you. That could be it. I probably said something else that, type something else on there that was crossing lines or at least tiptoeing up to the line. I've been known to do that on occasion. So I don't know. I really don't know. Whatever. I mean, it was just shitty that they dropped us off. Fortunately, our audience was cool enough where they just kind of stuck with it, found the new feed and jumped right in. So, that was pretty cool.
That was cool. I like the support from our viewers.
Me too.
Our viewers kick ass.
Yeah, for sure.
So speaking of viewers, you viewers can say hi. We can still see comments. I have to look up, so you got to look up my nose. I don't think we're good. No bats in the cave. We're good.
No boogies. No boogies.
No boogies. How do you make a tissue dance?
Put a little boogie in it. I love that joke.
I love it too. That's a good joke.
That's like one of those clean dad jokes. What did the carpet say to the Christmas tree?
What?
Hey man, your balls are hanging.
Oh, I thought it was going to say something about I could see up your skirt.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Yeah.
That's a good one too. I went balls, but that works too. I like that.
Yeah. Because trees totally wear skirts, which is
It's true. That's how you know they're pronouns.
They do in a festive fashion. How about that? They festively wear skirts. Unless it's a male tree. If it's got balls, it would be a male tree. So it's not a skirt, it's a kilt.
Oh, but we call it a tree skirt. You don't call it a tree kilt.
In Ireland, they might call it tree. That would be funny if they did.
Do we have any viewers in Ireland who can tell us if you call it a tree kilt?
Yeah. Let us know, please.
I'd like for our viewers to sound off, if they're comfortable doing so, what their location is. I know we can see it on the algorithms and everything, but I want I want them to say it. So
I got a better idea.
Okay.
I got a better. Can you see the comments?
I don't have anything with the comments open right now.
Okay. Remember back in the days, because you're just old enough to remember the old AOL chat rooms.
Heck yeah.
Remember that? Age, sex, location, ASL.
ASL, I remember that. That was on, yeah, that was AOL.
Yeah, when people message me and then they ask for my ASL, I can kind of gauge how old they are. Yeah.
That's really
That means they're old.
Yeah.
Means they're old. I get it. I'm old.
Oh, it's all right. It's good. Today I'm not the one with the sound.
That's okay.
How do I see the chat on here?
That scrolly button, that thing, yes. And then put live chat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
has anyone said anything in the chat? Because what I'm seeing is
not yet. Not
okay.
yet.
All right, cool.
We have 7 people viewing right now, and no one wants to say anything. They don't want to talk to us.
Oh, we like you guys.
Yeah, we
guys,
love
you can ask us
but
anything you want.
Yeah.
that's it.
Last time that happened, I'm surprised we didn't get kicked off. Me and Ktwo didn't get kicked off the internet.
Oh, on Instagram?
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about some fun stuff.
Your mom just said age, sex, location, huh? That's the way conversations started back then. It was, or in the chat rooms, it was, ASL.
Can I tell you some Florida man stories?
Hell yeah, you can tell me some Florida man stories.
Well, there was a Florida man. This is my favorite type of Florida man. That he walked into let me read you the title. It says, Florida man makes beer run with gator in hand.
Oh, shit.
I guess you could say he had a gator's aid. No. This gentleman in Jacksonville, Florida, of all places, walked into a convenience store holding his baby pet gator under his arm. Its mouth was taped off, and he said, "Hey, y'all ain't got no more beer in here? Y'all run out of beer?" And so then another customer said, "You ain't taking the last 12 pack." So he walked over and he started going like this with his baby gator. And then he got the 12 pack and left. Did
he pay for the 12 pack?
Yes, he did.
All right. So he's got that. That's good.
Yeah. So Florida man makes beer run with gator in hand. He's my spirit animal, that gentleman, because
wait, the guy or the gator?
The guy, because I want to pet gator so bad.
That's amazing.
People always send me pictures of alligators, and I love it. So,
alligator, crocodile, let's get funky for a while. Get down.
Can we make a Florida version of Baby Shark? Like, baby alligator, doop, 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 doop.
See, here's the thing, though. It would work. It would work if you called it a crocodile. Baby croc, doot, 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 doot. But
whatever.
Baby gator, doot, 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 doot.
We do have
baby
crocodiles
gator,
in the Everglades.
Yes, we do.
Florida.
Florida is the only place in the world that has alligators and crocodiles.
The Everglades are a unique and beautiful ecosystem.
They are. It's amazing.
That's right. So suck it, Australia.
Yeah. But not really. But kind of.
No. I have another Florida man story.
Okay, do that, and then your mom said something I want to talk about.
Okay, I'm gonna pull it up actually on this one. Florida teen stung over 600 times after inserting his penis inside a beehive.
Now, the first question is, it says Florida teen, but what are they defining as a teen? Is this like a 19-year-old kid or like a 13?
A 14-year-old boy apparently inserted his penis inside of a beehive located under the family house balcony when he was attacked by a swarm of bees. But
now,
what?
No, go ahead. But what?
He's in critical condition, Lawrence Thomas, 14, who was allergic to bees, was brought to Naples Community Hospital after suffering a severe anaphylactic shock.
No shit.
Why? Like, was he dared to do it? Was it a joke?
He just wanted to get some honey on his stinger, I guess.
Guys, I have bad news for you.
Oh, no.
What?
I have actual good news and bad news. Which one do you want to hear first?
All right, first, give me the good news, and then when you say the bad news, I want you to say it in a good way so it doesn't sound so bad.
I like that idea.
He survived!
Yay!
Yay!
He lost his dick, though, didn't he? No?
Oh,
Okay.
You want me to say it in a happy way?
Yes.
Yeah.
The story's fake!
Son of a bitch.
Ah.
Oh,
Yeah,
see
this
here.
was actually confirmed to be this made its rounds across the internet for a while, and then it came out that it just was one of the writers at Snopes.com, and they even had to post up a backup article talking about why they do satire news.
Wow.
See, now here's the thing of it, though. Because this is Florida, it's not surprising that somebody would, like, it didn't shock me that somebody stuck their dick in a beehive. Like,
Me either, honestly.
I'd be like, okay, it's Florida. It's messed
But
up.
see, that's why which brings me to, what did you want to talk about with my mom?
Well, with your mom is completely unrelated to sticking your dick in the mashed potatoes or the beehive. But she was talking about, she says, Jacksonville is high class like that. Hey, what do you guys think about the mystery seeds from China? Did you guys see that shit going on?
I saw a little bit of that, and I think it's a rumor, and I think that somebody just ordered some weed seeds and forgot.
Here's why I don't believe that to be the fact.
Okay.
The pictures of the seeds I've seen, or that they've shown on the news, don't resemble marijuana seeds at all.
Okay.
I've seen a couple of different shaped seeds, and none of them were. I mean, marijuana seeds are fairly small, round. These were oblong, tan in color, and then there was some other ones that were black and on the larger side.
Why don't we just plant them and find out what happens? It's plants.
Because if you plant the wrong kind of plant, you have some big problems.
But it's already growing in a different part of the world.
Correct. And
So
it
it's not like
stay
it's
on
like
that side of the
chemical
road.
warfare.
No, but it is biological warfare, because if it's a plant that can overtake a food crop here and it goes wild, it's invasive species are no joke. It's not just stick it in a pot and grow it. You know, they can be completely devastating to ecosystems and food supplies. So,
all right, I know
why are you laughing like that?
Why is she laughing?
No, why are you laughing like that?
I'm not laughing at it. I'm not laughing at it.
You laughing at something? Is my zipper down? No.
I was laughing at her reaction towards me.
Oh.
Which is disapproving, clearly.
So does that so Ktwo, does that mean you agree with what I was saying or disagree?
About what? People planting them?
Yeah, don't plant them.
Yeah, I don't think people should plant them. I mean, I don't know what the hell it is. Like, it'd be anything. Like,
exactly.
I wouldn't plant it.
I know Melaleuca trees are really invasive too, and they're here. They're here by accident / on purpose.
Correct. And if it's something, if they have some sort of a crop, seed that can devastate, either a commercial crop or a food supply crop, that's a big problem, because once something starts going wild, it's very hard to contain it.
What if this is just a random theory? Okay, so in the US, there's a lot of issues with like people making inventions and then the wrong companies like buying the patents for them and then like destroying it because they know that it's gonna, put out a certain industry.
Oh, like cars.
Yeah. So what if this is like a good terrorist? Like, that sounds weird, but hear me. Like, I mean, okay, no, listen, like there's like a person who's developed something that's good and they're like sending it to people randomly as like
before it disappears or something.
Before it disappears, yeah.
That would be cool.
Since the source that it's coming from is China, they're saying, I would be very leery about that being the case.
Has anyone looked into the actual address that they're coming from?
Oh, they're investigating the shit out of it right now, and they're saying anybody who gets a shipment of these seeds to not open the package, to call the Department of Agriculture or your state's, Department of Agriculture or Natural Resources and have them come collect them.
Has anybody tried eating them?
Would you eat something that somebody just randomly sent to you?
I mean,
With
Florida,
Florida
Florida
people would, yeah.
like
Florida man eats random seed package from China package.
From China ends up developing some sort of parasitic worm that science has never seen before.
Or
Exactly.
We need a Florida man volunteer to eat a seed.
Shoddy not.
Just one.
But yeah, definitely, like, covered in the real news, and people from my gardening group have gotten them. Florida says could be invasive. I've heard a lot of these shipments hitting in North Carolina, which is a big agricultural state, as is Florida. So, I mean, my advice is if you get a shipment of seeds that you didn't order, definitely don't risk it for the biscuit. I would definitely be, suspicious of it and give it to the authority. There are some situations where I'll say, go to the authorities. This is one of them.
Y'all remember anthrax?
What's that?
Y'all remember Anthrax?
Yeah, fucking great band. They did that one song with
No, like when people were getting mysterious powder packages.
Yeah. And that's the thing. If they don't know what the seeds are, it could be something poisonous. It could be something, you don't. I mean, anything that somebody sends you, whether it's seeds or whatever, if somebody sends you something and you don't know who they are, or there's no connection, it just comes from a foreign country, don't trust that shit. It could be a pipe bomb. What the fuck?
Is it like, are the seeds being sent in like plastic bags, like you ship seeds, or is it just like some seeds in like a box or something?
No, the pictures I've seen, they're in like a plastic sealed envelope with clear on one side, white on the other.
Okay.
So I mean, it's in a package that you would expect seeds to be shipped in. So.
Okay. I wonder how that works too, because there's like a lot of people that order from Wish and stuff like that. Where
Nikole, as you said that,
I forgot that I ordered something. So I wonder how many people Chinese pack. As
you said that, I looked up, and Nicole's mom says, LOL, probably a pissed off Wish employee.
That's what I was thinking. It's like, I've done that where I've gone to my mailbox and been like, what is this Chinese package? And I'm like, oh, I ordered like rhinestones 2 months ago or some crap like that.
Yeah.
But I doubt these people are just ordering seeds from China.
You can buy seeds on Wish though. Like you can buy like gardening seeds on Wish.
Which you really shouldn't, and is actually illegal. You can't bring seeds into the country.
Oh yeah, because it's like agriculture. Yeah, I remember like seeing stuff.
I mean, I doubt you've done it in a truck, but you've driven out of Florida on I-95 or I-75, right?
Yeah.
As you come back into Florida, what is there? There's an agricultural inspection station.
Yeah.
And when I drove down, moving down here, so I'm driving a Penske rental truck with my household stuff in it. They wanted to know if I had seeds, plants. They wanted to know everything I was bringing in that was agricultural based.
When I went to Hawaii, I had to fill out a declaration because I had brought some tea with me.
Really? Even flying domestically?
Yeah.
Wow.
When we went to Puerto Rico, our friend Doug brought back the coconut, but he didn't have to like fill anything out about it.
Oh, I mean, I also went there in like 2005, so that was a long time ago.
Yeah, that's strange because both Puerto Rico and Hawaii are, the United States. It's not international travel.
Yes, it's the United States, but it's got like a lot of agriculture and a lot of tourist stuff, a lot of like sensitive environments and stuff. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing I can think of.
And that makes sense because I mean it is kind of an exotic agricultural locale.
Yeah. But yeah, I had brought some teas with me because I knew that I was going to be on my period. So I was like, hey, I should probably bring some tea, whatever. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So chamomile tea for the win.
Word. I drink chamomile. Actually, the tea I drink has chamomile in it. Throat coat.
Yeah, that's it.
Soothing.
I have some more stuff. You want to talk about it?
Hell yeah, because like I said, I didn't do a goddamn thing to prepare today.
So what's better than sticking your penis in a beehive?
Sticking it in the toaster.
The beehive or the penis?
The penis. I wouldn't put a beehive in a toaster. That's a fire hazard.
Well, you know who else might agree with you? Is Missouri.
Missouri would agree with me that sticking your dick in a toaster is a good idea.
Yes.
I'm not surprised. I've been to Missouri and it's pretty ass backwards and fucked up.
No, in Missouri, if you lived in Missouri, if you are a Missouri resident, your number one most searched Pornhub internet porn fetish, whatever, would be sports gear.
Like sports equipment or just like a jersey?
I don't live in Missouri.
The first thing that comes to mind for me when I heard that was like a baseball bat.
I thought of people doing it in like football padding.
Like, I mean, I've had a girl, you know, put on my, you know, wear my football jersey back when I was playing ball, and you know that was kind of like little pair of panties. My football jersey was kind of hot, like. But I don't know if I wouldn't say that was like a fetish, but I mean, like that's the thing is how far does it go? Are we talking about like penetration with baseball bats or just wearing pads and fucking banging it up while you're banging it out?
The only thing I can think of, listen, this list is just what people search for.
Sports gear. So it's like
sports gear, like
tennis rackets, like tennis balls,
maybe
baseballs,
maybe.
That's what I'm thinking.
Benoit balls.
Do you want to hear what some of the other most searched fetishes are across the U.S.?
Abso-fucking-lutely, because I love it.
Why don't we pick some states first, and I'll tell you. Florida.
Oh, yeah, let's start with Florida.
The number one most searched fetish on porn sites in Florida is piercing.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I could see that being a fetish, but I didn't think it was that widespread where it would be like the number one in the state.
Yeah, well,
I didn't think so either, but yeah, I guess it's bigger than I even realized.
And I got to be honest with you, I'm kind of disappointed that it's not like alligator porn.
Ew, fuck.
You're from oh, sorry, I was going to say you're from the good old state of the NY.
Yes.
What do you think
York.
it is?
In New York?
Yeah.
Fisting.
No.
Oh.
That is the number one. Fisting is the number one fetish searched for in Alaska.
Well, I mean, it does get cold, and if a moose can fit in there, so can a fist, I guess.
You can't find a glove.
No, the number one.
It ain't fisting until you get your wrist in.
Oh, God.
The number one most searched fetish in New York is leather.
Huh.
I could see that.
Yeah. You got the what do you call them? There's a word for like the leather people.
Leather daddies?
Yes, leather daddies. Thank you. You have
gay community.
Well,
thing.
You have leather daddies.
I have spent some time on Fire Island, and I could say, yeah, that makes sense. Definitely makes sense.
All right. Pick another state. Have our beautiful
Alabama.
Cousins.
I was gonna say
Incest is best. Put your sister to the test.
Cousins did not make the list.
I am shocked. Sisters, siblings. Ancestry.com.
It looks like any type of incest, family stuff, stepmom, none of that made the list.
In Alabama? No? I'm fucking call me shocked.
For Alabama, it's something kind of classy.
Sheep. Oh.
It's a yoni egg.
Oh, like the toy?
Yeah,
What-
like
a vibrating thing?
that is it's usually made of like marble or some kind of crystal or stone.
Oh, like
and you put it up in there.
Kegel balls
Okay.
It's like Kegel exercise things.
Like Benoit balls, but there's two of those.
Kind of like that.
It's the second time tonight I mentioned those.
So I have here.
What about like South Dakota or some other state nobody gives a shit about?
South Dakota, masochism. And in South Carolina, you have dominance. So we have dominance and masochism right by South Carolina and South Dakota, by the way.
All right. That makes sense. I mean, they're not near each other, but I get it.
In Utah, home of the Mormons.
White sheets, magic underwear.
Voyeurism.
Ooh, them filthy Mormons.
You can't touch.
Who the hell was it? Bo Burnham. Bo Burnham does a thing where in one of his songs, talking about how it's like Mormon sects, and he's like, you can't have sex with members of different sects, and you can't have sex with members of the same sex. Just alternating sects and sex.
Bo Burnham was funny.
Play on words. It's punny. I get it.
I am interested in the people of North Carolina, Tennessee, and Kentucky. Because the most searched in those 3 states are suits. I assume
like fursuits or like zoot suits, business.
Yeah, I imagine that as being like gentlemen in suits.
Yeah.
Okay, like business suits or evening attire.
Yeah. That's kind of classy.
Your mom said she wanted to know, what is it for Washington, D.C.?
For Washington, D.C., it's no surprise, it's masochism.
Nice.
Your mom's like, I love how Michigan, whose silhouette looks like it's sitting alone among the Great Lakes, is their most searched is humiliation. Is what your mom says.
Yep.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Now what's funny is when you talk about these
people of Georgia have an interesting fetish.
Okay. Peaches. Hang on. I don't know if I lost you. You're freezing up or something. Give it a minute. Hang on. Hold up. Let's wait till you come back. You're just sitting there like this. If you were Italian, be like this. You're like, you're chopping. Now you got a thumbs up and smiling. Okay. Alexa, you're back. Okay. So where were we before that just chopped out?
Oh no.
Fucking degenerates.
You need to take a trip to Alaska, Roger.
I need to what?
You need to take a trip to Alaska. Okay.
Hey.
I'm going to do 2 more of these.
Okay.
And then we can move on.
Okay.
The fine people of Georgia have an interesting fetish.
Peaches.
They like your hair.
Ooh, that's my fetish.
They have hair fetish.
That's my fetish.
You think so? Yeah.
One of my fetishes, yes.
Okay. All right.
I love hair.
There's a hair fetish.
But I have questions on this. Like, are they talking about like head hair or like ass hair? Because there's a big difference.
I feel like it varies. Like some people, it's like, bodily hair, like LGBT community. But for me specifically, it's like long hair, like head hair.
Okay.
I imagined people like pulling hair.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
I know I definitely have a hair fetish because there's nothing sexual about it. I'm just like, oh my God, like your hair is fucking gorgeous.
So you're a big fan of like 80s rock and roll bands is what you're saying.
Yeah, as long as their hair isn't like over fried and like frizzy and gross. I like luxurious, like beautiful, like yeah. Hair.
Like a nice big mane of hair.
Yes, exactly.
The people of Idaho.
Potatoes.
Erotic electrostimulation.
Ooh, like
them
violate.
fucking freaks. All right.
Those are fun.
They're cool.
Actually, you know why I think it is?
Why?
Because you know that a potato can generate electricity, right?
Yeah.
Potatoes are natural batteries. That's why.
Because
If you stick enough of them up your ass, it tingles.
Your mom said there's lots of bears in Georgia.
Because of hair.
Which definition of the word bear is she using, though?
There's both.
See?
Okay, so where's the other one?
I don't know.
Oh, so in Texas, the second biggest state in the US, where they still do lots of cattle ranching.
Oh. That's also good.
You know, if you milk a bull, you make a friend for life.
Unfortunately, we're sticking with the cows, no bulls today.
Okay.
Waboosh. Waboosh. That's not the noise that whips make.
Whippings is the tech. Okay, I could see that. I could see them getting down like that.
So, if we were to split up this information that we have via region, the suits and masochism primarily dominate the southeast region of the U.S., pretty much from Texas to Florida and up through Kentucky and Tennessee.
Okay.
Over in the West Coast, pretty much if you split the U.S. right down the middle, from the middle to California, we have masochism. The upper central portion of the U.S., including the Great Lakes, Bible Belt, and all of that, is group sex and sports gear.
Nice. Go team.
And if you are in the northeastern portion of the U.S., the New England area, you are tied. Because I guess there's a bunch of smaller states up there, so it kind of makes sense why there'd be more.
There are.
Yeah. Balloons, BDSM, edging, foot fetishes, group sex, leather, nylons, sadism, and sounding. I'm
moving back to the Northeast. Fuck this South shit.
Sounds like they're having a lot of fun up there.
Definitely.
So to break down, the number one most searched for in the U.S. is masochism, with the least being the yoni egg from good old Alabama. Yeah, that's my info for tonight.
Nice.
Bye. Signing off. Okay, I have more stuff for you.
Okay.
Did that spark any conversation? Yeah, I have more stuff for you guys.
I think it did.
Yeah, I have a bunch of stuff. So I have a Reddit story for you. Would you like to hear it?
Yes. What subreddit?
Are you a weirdo? What subreddit?
Yeah, r/what?
Relationship_advice.
Okay.
Are you a quirky person, Roger?
I don't know. You tell me. I mean, it's hard to self-identify if you're quirky or not. Do you think I'm quirky?
You're a little quirky sometimes. You like kind of say random stuff. You kind of do random stuff. You're funny. You like make people laugh. You're kind of silly. You don't always take yourself so seriously. I think that's kind of like quirky.
So I'm a quirky asshole. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Do you consider yourself quirky?
I think I'm pretty quirky.
Do you think you're in any way dorky?
Yes.
You think I'm dorky?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, thank you. Are you dorky?
Well, we all have different things we get dorky about, like, you know, like space, like, our space program. I get super dorky about that. And
nerdy.
I think it's kind of dorky too, right? Well, what's the definition of dorky though?
I consider somebody nerdy who kind of geeks out over topics like dance history. You can like geek out over burlesque, or Roger likes space stuff, and you can be like get excited and talk about it. To me, that's nerdy in whatever your thing is, as opposed to dorky, where you're just kind of like kind of silly, I guess, like kind of silly for no reason.
Oh yeah, I feel like
well, then I'm definitely dorky.
Okay, I would like to read you a Reddit story about a dorky girlfriend.
Okay.
Story time. My girlfriend, this is written by a 36-year-old male, and his girlfriend is a 26-year-old female, makes her vagina talk to me and will not stop.
Now, hang on. I got questions, okay? And I don't know if they'll be answered in the story or not. Like does she like take her fingers like and like make it talk like a puppet? Like Feed me, dick.
Okay. She's amazing, cute, funny, emotionally self-aware, great communication skills, everything I've ever wanted. She's also quirky and dorky, which is new for me, but I enjoy it. After a lifetime of dating bad bitches, I will now forever endorse dating dorks, except this one thing. She thinks it's incredibly funny to manipulate her vagina and provide a voice for it.
I told you, she's like, I'm thinking Arby's.
I will be minding my own business, playing Vidya or working on my laptop or whatever, and then boom. Hey, handsome, how was your day? Are you hungry? I brought some Cheez-Its. Oh my God.
See, here's the thing. Like I could see that being cute if it's something she did every now and again, and possibly in a sexually suggestive way, like, feed me some dick. But like Cheez-Its, that's just fucking weird.
That's a little strange.
There she is.
Not kink shaming if that's her kink though.
There she is, dressed, hyped up, no panties, both hands gripping her vulva a foot away from my head and making her lips talk to me in this horrible, high-pitched, Grover-esque Muppet voice.
I brought you some Cheez-Its.
Oh,
that's kind of more Yoda-ish.
You have to do that.
Cheez-Its I brought you.
That sounds like Yoda.
It does sound like Yoda. Oh, I heard it.
So, I don't know. I just think about that every time that guys start flopping their pee-pees around.
What, like helicopter? Like, woo!
Yeah.
I can't do that. It's more like, ee. But, I'm Irish.
That's funny. I didn't like the beginning of the story because he was saying dorky and quirky in like a negative connotation. I'm used to dating bad bitches. You can be a bad bitch and be dorky as fuck too.
You could be a bad bitch and still make your vagina talk like Grover. I mean, what the fuck?
You could.
like again, if it was something that was done every now and again, and like but if she's like doing it all the time, like if it's nonstop, like she doesn't speak for herself, her vagina in Grover voice speaks for her, I could see how that could be a bit excessive. But it's kind of silly at the same time, especially if she's doing it in a dress with no panties. That's just fucking funny.
Yeah, and maybe she's trying to do the most weirdest thing to get his attention because he's like, oh, I'm playing video games. What if he's playing video games all the fucking time? And she's like,
exactly. Like, like there's that the TikTok thing where the girl, the guy's playing video game, the girl comes in and drops her towel. Like that, I could see that being the same. Instead of dropping the towel, she makes Grover talk out of her vagina.
Maybe it's the only way to get his attention.
But now I still have more questions though, because I'm fucked up in the head. Like, is she like getting those fake vampire teeth and putting those in so it looks more realistic as it talks? I mean,
I'm not here to kink shame. I'm here to kink ask why.
That's what I'm saying. These are the questions that I'm wondering, because I'm trying to visualize this and I want to be accurate. I don't like leaving important facts out. Like simulated vagina dentata.
Reddit/relationship_advice.
I feel like Reddit is like such a garbage place sometimes. I know you can get like nuggets of information that are helpful in day-to-day life or just in general, but sometimes you go on there and you see like the most cringy shit from guys and girls.
I would say it's more like a car wreck in the opposite direction. You don't want to look, you shouldn't look, but you're fucking looking.
Yeah. Some of the stuff on there is just like so strange. I don't understand.
There's actually a YouTube channel called r/ where the guy all he does is read Reddit stories, and he's got a few different subreddits that he typically will read from. It's usually like entitled parents, entitled kids, pro revenge, nuclear revenge, and some of them are just so fucking out there that they have to be true. They're just so crazy that they have to be true.
I feel like some of them are. I mean, also I feel like there's ones that people just totally make up.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, but you can almost tell those, like the ones that are that like have like the right details or details in the right places. you could tell they're real no matter how outlandish they are.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
You want to say happy birthday to some famous people who aren't watching the show?
Yes.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Lori Loughlin.
Yay.
Hey, I was just talking about her yesterday.
Why? I mean, cool.
Because she's in one of my favorite movies of all time, Back to the Beach, with Frankie Avalon, Annette Funicello,
Okay.
Don Adams, the Gilligan, the skipper. It was like it was a movie made in the 80s making fun of the Frankie Avalon, Annette Funicello surf movies from the 50s and from the 60s.
Okay. I gotta watch it. I like stuff like that.
But Lori Loughlin was in it. So who else? Who else birthday?
Jacqueline Kennedy.
All right, Jackie O.
Soldier Boy.
Is that his name?
What is he?
I don't know. What'd you say?
I thought his name was actually Soldier Boy Tell Him. But that was his name.
Soldier Boy. Dana White.
All right, UFC.
Actor. Did you freeze?
Dana White?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Isn't Dana White the head of the UFC?
Like yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Elizabeth Berkley.
All right. Jesse Spano.
Yeah.
She was in the movie Showgirls.
Yeah.
Which was disappointing as fuck.
Or the other.
Yeah. Happy birthday to Elizabeth Berkley.
How old is she?
I don't know. I didn't get dates on these. I didn't do my research fully today.
If I had to guess, she's probably maybe 50. Maybe.
Google.
Probably, yeah.
How old is Elizabeth Berkley? 48 years old.
Wow.
So I said close to 50.
So how old was she when she was in Showgirls?
Young. Probably like 18.
No, definitely not. She was older than that.
Okay, Google. How old was Elizabeth Berkley in Showgirls?
She was Nomi, right?
20. She was 20, guys.
Yeah. She was 20?
Yeah.
Wow. No wonder.
I said 18. Y'all are like, no, 20 is only 2 years later.
Yeah, that's still
right.
Wow. That's a very brave, bold move to make as an actress when you're 20 years old. But I mean, she made her
especially going right from Saved by the Bell to like she went 0 to 100.
Well, that's like a lot of Disney stars and stuff along those lines did that. Like child actors were like, all right, I'm not a child anymore, and you're gonna see.
Yeah.
Well, who was it? Bella Thorne went from doing Disney movie, Disney and those teen type comedies to producing porn, producing adult films. I forget who the hell she's producing for.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, Nikole, I thought you were the one that told me that.
Oh yeah, probably. I don't know.
That's awesome.
That old age is fucking with your memory. Jesus. I'm a dick. You could say it.
In history. That was all my birthdays today, though.
All right. Happy birthday to those people.
Happy birthday. Lori Loughlin, Jackie Kennedy, Soldier Boy, Dana White, and Elizabeth Berkley. Today in history. Sad face. 1921. Hitler becomes the president of the Nationalist Socialist German Workers' Party, aka
Yay! Fuck Hitler.
Fuck Hitler.
Fuck Nazis.
Not sad face, but kind of sad face is 1981. Prince Charles marries Princess Diana.
Oh. All right.
1990. Are you a fan of baseball?
A little bit. A little bit.
90, the Boston Red Sox hit not 1, not 2, but 12 doubles in a game, setting a major league record.
Wow.
Nice.
Has it been broken?
Nope.
That's awesome. Yeah.
And in 2005, for our space nerds, astronomers announced the discovery of dwarf planet Eris, leading to the International Astronomic Union to clarify the definition of a planet.
Oh, and that's why Uranus, is it Uranus or Pluto? One of them keeps going back and forth.
Is Pluto.
Pluto.
It's Pluto.
I was very upset about that when I was younger.
Me
I was
too.
like, what the fuck? And I had no reason to be upset about it.
It was just,
You were just upset.
mother did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
My elegant mother served us 9. No, and today's not today in history. Holidays today include, what's your favorite type of milk?
What's my favorite type of milk? Chocolate.
Today is not chocolate milk day, but it is milk chocolate day.
Ooh, I was close.
Yeah.
I just watched a mini series on Hulu that was produced by the History Channel called like The Food That Made America. And one of the topics that they dove into was Milton Hershey founding the Hershey's chocolate company. And it's really, really interesting stuff, but milk chocolate was his thing.
If you ever get the opportunity to go to the world of Coca-Cola in Atlanta, Georgia, go. I don't even like Coca-Cola, but the museum is amazing. Like it's interactive. It's got lots of history. It's like 5 floors or something. Like it's huge.
Coke was another one of the products featured on that series.
Yeah.
It was Coke, McDonald's,
You need to go to the
Kellogg's.
Kellogg's. Huh.
Yeah.
McDonald's. There was another one. Bird's Eye.
What's Bird's Eye?
Oh, vegetables.
Frozen foods. Yeah, frozen food, well, frozen vegetables, frozen foods.
All right, cool.
It was very interesting. So check that out, kids.
Well, that brings me to, it's also National Hamburger Day.
I didn't eat a hamburger today. I made tacos though. Actually, I didn't make tacos. I made a taco casserole bake thing. It was good.
That sounds good.
Sounds delicious.
It was good. It was good.
It is World Hepatitis Day. We're making people aware that there are treatment options, and it is a world that is that's a different worldwide pandemic.
It's like an awareness.
Yes, it's an awareness day.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So
A friend of mine at 13 years old was diagnosed with hepatitis C.
Mhm.
At 30 years old, she started on this experimental medication, and I think for the past 5 years, she has 0 signs of hepatitis.
Good.
It's essentially cure. I don't know if she's still on the medication. We've never actually really talked about it in depth, but she is, and she posted about it today. She is still free of any signs in her body of Hep C, which is really good. So it's good to be aware of these things.
Good. We got 2 holidays that are slightly contradicting in nature.
All right.
So,
I like controversy.
you want the good one or the bad one? I mean,
yes.
Yes. Okay. So it's National Water Park Day. Yay! We like water parks. We like water slides. Yeah.
I love water parks.
It's also World Nature Conservation Day. So use up that fresh water for water parks.
Hang on. The best water park time I ever had was back in the early 90s. My family had taken, it was the very first time I had ever come to Disney, but they had a water park on Disney property that was the lake, River Country.
Yeah. You know,
and it was,
that place?
You what?
You know how many kids died at that place?
Actually, it's not as many as you think.
There were, when I researched it, I saw that there were like quite a few kids that like had really bad accidents and drowned. And
no, there were a couple of drownings, which you're going to have at almost any water park. It's just unfortunately inevitability. The one that everybody always goes back to was back in the early 80s, the brain-eating amoeba, Nigerius fowleri, whatever the hell it's called. Is that seasoning?
You're just eating seasoning.
at dinner tonight, you know, had a jar of pickled jalapenos, and we finished all the jalapenos out of the jar. And my daughter, who's 12, I said to her, I'm like, if you drink out of the juice out of the jalapeno jar, I'll give you all the cash that's in my wallet. She's like, yeah, takes a big swig of it. And then I tell, go get my wallet. I'm gonna be cashing it. I'm a horrible person. She's like, I don't care. I like it. And then she drank it again. It's fucking weird kid. I love her. She's mine.
We're going to be friends when she's older.
Oh yeah.
I like telling people, like, if I have a bunch of hot sauce left over from something, I'll be like, hey, I'll give you $1 if you shoot this or whatever. And usually they're like, no way. And I remember one time somebody just like said, okay, and just like did it. And I was like, oh, here's $1.
I've seen people do a lot worse.
Yeah.
One of my friends many years ago at the firehouse, he was given $20 to eat a jar of expired Hellman's mayonnaise. Like,
oh gosh, oh, that's disgusting.
Why? Because he was 18 years old, stupid as fuck, and it was $20.
What's the grossest thing you ever ate?
Ah, shit, I don't remember her name. I would say that probably the grossest thing I've ever eaten intentionally would be liver. I think it's fucking disgusting. Like,
nobody's ever paid you to eat like a weird concoction of food or something?
No. Well, most of the shit that anybody would consider weird, I would eat anyway. So, I mean, no one's going to bet me enough money to eat something that I know is going to make me sick. They just don't have that amount of money, and I'm not that fucking stupid. But I mean,
one time, I think it was in like summer camp, or it was probably summer camp. Like, I feel like it would be a summer camp thing. They had taken a bowl and then just everybody put their like leftover food. Like there was like hot dog and ice cream and like soup and macaroni and cheese and broccoli and like a bunch of stuff. Like everybody's like leftover from lunch and just like put it all together and they mixed it all together. And somebody was like, oh, we're going to pay somebody to eat this. So they just literally, there was like a pool of cash going and like this kid, he ended up like eating it and making like $25.
Well, I once upon a time, that does remind me of something I didn't particularly consume myself, but at a bar I worked at many years ago, when they have a new employee who was, like you knew they were going to be cool and part of the team, their first night initiation would be drinking from the spooge bucket, except they wouldn't know what they were drinking. Do you know what the spooge bucket is? I know you both bartend, but I don't know if you call it that.
I call it a dump bucket.
Exactly. Yeah. The bucket that all the glasses get dumped into. Yeah. They would have to do a shot of the spooge bucket.
Fuck no, that's how you get sick.
Yeah.
But the kitchen in that same establishment, your first night, they would send you out to the different bars and restaurants throughout town, getting back our oven stretcher that we loaned out. Okay. And all the fucking places were in on it. So we'd send them to one place and they'd say, oh no, we loaned it to this place. And they'd go to that place. Oh no, we loaned it to this place. And they'd send the fucking kid all over. I mean, it was a short walk. Everything was pretty concentrated, but they'd send this kid all over fucking town looking for an oven stretcher.
Okay. So when I first started working at my third restaurant ever, so I was still fairly young. My first day working there, they sent me and this new girl, and they said it was like an outdoor mall area. So there's a bunch of restaurants like fairly close to each other. And they kept sending us to different restaurants saying like, go get some Expo. And so we were like, go get Expo. Yeah, we know what that is. Sure, whatever. We'd like walk down. And so we'd like ask to speak to the manager and be like, hey, we're from so-and-so restaurant. We need some Expo. And they were like, oh, sorry, we don't have any Expo. You gotta go down to this other restaurant to get it. And so finally, like literally after like half an hour of walking around the plaza or whatever, we go back and we're like, nobody has any Expo. And they're like, you guys are idiots.
That's awesome.
So now listen, when people start working for me, I tell them to go drain the hot water.
That's like sending somebody out for the communications technicians used to send them out for a can of liquid dial tone, or mechanics to send you out trying to find a yellow blinker fluid. Had to be yellow. It couldn't be the white.
Of course.
The stupid shit people play.
Wait, you don't have any like industry jokes that you like troll newbies with? For either like piercing or photography or burlesque or
I don't troll burlesque performers.
Yeah, that's different.
That's different. Not a gatekeeping asshole like some people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But oh man, photography. There's probably a few I've done for photography. I just can't remember. It's been so freaking long.
I would tell people to go develop the digital.
Oh my god, no! But I can remember like some like younger kids that would be like around in like the photography classes and stuff before I got my bachelor's degree, and they've never developed film before, so they didn't know like what the words meant, like exposure and stuff like that. I was like, how are you guys allowed to move forward in your classes?
Yeah, I feel like if you're a photography major, you got to do like a photography history of some sort.
Yeah,
to get the basics down, like get
to learn where you come from.
Yeah, for sure, learn where you come from.
Exactly.
So yeah, Roger,
Nikole,
I'm gonna give this to you. We're not Kayla.
Kayla,
we're not gonna give this to you because we're gonna drink it with tequila later at another time, not later today.
Okay, that's fine.
But this is what it is. And for anybody out there who likes that chili lime flavor,
it's really good.
This is what it is, basically.
Very tasty.
Yeah.
Like crystallized lime or something.
Yeah. I just noticed that it has a 4 flame rating, and this one is only 1 out of 4 flames. So
it's not even spicy.
No, it's not.
Yeah, that's not spicy at all.
So if you want, I'm sure that they have 4 flame version somewhere, but this is the Clásico version.
Nice.
Yeah. There's a not product of Mexico. This is a product of Houston, Texas.
All right.
Maddie Collins says hello.
Hey, Maddie.
And
Maddie!
The exposure I have had experience with was called indecent.
Hang on, Nikole. Your mom's asking if I've seen your Chili's hot sauce video. What is your Chili's hot sauce video?
When I worked at Chili's, they
my baby back.
They gave me a drop the size of a pencil eraser head of very, 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 very spicy hot sauce. And I was like, yeah, I got this. No big deal. And I just confidently licked it. And that was a mistake because they caught it on camera. What happened next? And I was like, my face turned bright red. My nose started running. Wow. Yeah, like all this other spicy stuff.
At Chili's?
At Chili's, yeah.
How?
I'm actually surprised that you had a negative reaction to it. I figured you'd be like, fucking give me liquid fire. I'm fine with it.
I was fine with it. And then I was just like, oh, you even see it in the video. I'm like, this is tasty. This isn't even that big of a deal, but it creeps up on me. And then what happened next is that I actually ended up getting a fever and throwing up. And like, it was really bad. They didn't catch that on camera, but it was really bad. And I ended up like literally like cold sweats, like got a fever, went to the bathroom, threw up. It was coming out the other end too, because my body was just trying to like get rid of it. And then like finally I was chugging strawberry lemonade and chugging milk. And I ended up like throwing up so much of it. It was really gross. But then finally after I threw up, I was fine. But the funny thing is now, several years later, when I like hot sauce, I have a bottle in my fridge.
What hot sauce was it?
Mad Dog 6000. It's 6 million Scoville. Which 6 million Scoville, to give you an idea, like 10 million is pepper spray. So
I may have eaten something of said heat level.
Oh yeah, that was worse.
Damn.
The hot mess show. The hot mess show was worse than what I ate.
Okay.
Because I ate it the first day, and I was dumb, and I got it under my acrylic nails that I had on at the same time, and I kept like the rest of the night and for the next like 2 days, every time I like touched my nose, every time I used the bathroom, I had to wipe my ass, every time that I like anything that came in contact with any kind of like mucus membrane on the body, it was not good. So for Kayla, do you want to explain to her what the hot mess show is? Because I don't think she's familiar with it.
Mm-hmm. The hot mess. Yeah, Jander Gray and Kyle Roos do it over at Snappers up in Palm Harbor. And the way it's set up, they'll usually have like 5 comedians. Each comedian go up one by one. They'll do 5 minutes of stand-up. Then they'll sit down, eat 3 wings with this god-awfully hot sauce on it. Then, without eating or drinking anything, they get up and do another 5 minutes of stand-up.
Yeah.
Now, I did this show last year, and it wasn't as bad as you would think. But my second 5 minutes really wasn't comedy. It was just me talking shit about Kyle and Jander and how much they're fucking pieces of shit humans for making people do this.
Oh no.
Actually, it wasn't even that bad. What got me and what really fucked me up was I didn't get it in my nose, but just due to the fact that it was so fucking hot, my nose was running it was like a fucking faucet.
Yeah.
And so I'm up there, and that will distract me no matter what the reason is. If my nose is running, it's like one of those things I'm self-conscious about. So once my nose started running, it was like game over. I can't do comedy. I'm just going to just say a whole string of expletives and waste the next 5 minutes. And to be honest with you, eating the wings, it wasn't bad. Right after the show, it wasn't bad. I had this like grand plan. I was going to drink some Pepto-Bismol and have, antacids on hand, except I left that shit at home. I forgot it.
Oh, fuck.
But what I did bring were fruit slice candy, which is one of my favorite kinds of candy. Those like little fruit slices covered in sugar. Mm-hmm. So I brought a bag of those. So after the show, I was eating those to try and quell, because sugar counteracts capsaicin. On the way home, I had to pull over because my stomach just got hot. Like I could feel the heat radiating off. It hurt so bad, I was almost ready to call a fucking ambulance. Oh, and if you know me, I got to be like dead or dying, bleeding profusely to even want to like stop progressing. I was thinking about calling a fucking ambulance. I stopped at a gas station that ended up being closed to buy some antacid. And by the time I got back in the car after realizing they were closed, I was fine. Like I felt fine.
That's weird.
Yeah. And then I went home, and like it happened like another 3 or 4 times over the course of the night where it would just like all of a sudden get hot and then it would subside. And I mean, I wouldn't say it was the worst experience ever. I would probably do it again, but I'm also really stupid. So, do the math. Do the math, whatever.
I would like to do it. I would like to do the show.
They're starting it back up apparently this Friday. They're doing it. They're doing one. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I know JJ Curry. I'm trying to think of who else is on it. Now I need to know.
Oh, yes. Promote it, because I want to be on that show next, because I feel like I can do 10 minutes of spicy comedy.
I would say definitely get a hold of Jander or Kyle. Hot mess.
Are they doing it in person, or are they doing it like live stream or something?
No. They're doing it live at it's tomorrow, 8 p.m. So that's the thing. They don't list who the fuck's who's on it.
I would do it.
We should do it. I'd watch. Would you come to the show? I would go.
Roger, if I was on the show, would you come?
Absolutely would go. Well, I would go just to support you. It's just, that's how we roll. You came to support me. I would fucking be there to support you. Yeah, they don't list who the comedians are. We'd be
terrible co-host if we didn't support each other.
Exactly. Exactly. I'm still trying to find, so I can't actually see you right now because I'm looking at this. All right. Okay, hang on. Here we go. Cam Bertrand, JJ Curry, Ricky Hicken, Hugh Carey, and Darcy Greco.
That's a pretty good list.
That's a good list. That's a solid list of comedians. I mean, I don't know Hugh, and I think I may have met Darcy once, but Cam is funny, JJ's funny, and Ricky's fucking hilarious. So,
kind of surprised that Cam's on that show.
What's that?
I'm kind of surprised that Cam is on that show.
Why is that?
I don't know. Because he's like around the US and stuff now. So I didn't realize
Well, there's shit going on everywhere.
That's true, I guess.
There's very few shows, and most of the shows that are happening are going to, bigger names than Cam. I mean, Cam's funny. Cam's making his way through the, up through the ranks. A kid is going places because he is funny as fuck. But, it's hard to get booked. I mean, Vic DiBitetto, who's a really popular comedian up in the Northeast, actually, I mean, he tours nationwide. He's having shows canceling last minute and, because of what's going on. It's kind of crazy. Oh, speaking of what's going on and live events and stuff, the Mets started it, and I think a couple other teams picked up. But did you see what the Mets did because you can't have a crowd in the stadium?
No, what did they do?
To try and simulate it, they sold for $86. You could have a cardboard cutout of yourself placed in the stands. And it's the funniest thing because you look at it and it's all like close up. So you like these giant heads in the in the stands, and a lot of teams, I think the Mets are doing, they're piping in crowd noise. They're playing crowd noise over the loudspeakers, so it sounds like there's a crowd there.
That's weird.
Well, it's weird, but think about it. I mean, when you're dancing, if the crowd is into it and you're hearing the crowd cheering for you or making noise for you, it pumps you up.
But is it like recorded or is it live?
Oh yeah, no, it's a pre-recorded loop of just crowd noise.
That's weird. That is weird. If it was
it's almost as weird as playing a game in a stadium that's silent.
Well, okay, but people are watching it via live stream, so they have some way to like make their voice come out somehow.
Well, no, they're watching via network television. The games are televised as if there were people in the stands.
Right, but I would want the actual audience reaction, not a like pre-recorded audience reaction.
Yeah, you do that until somebody starts fucking yelling into a microphone, Howard Stern's penis or something like that.
Like people don't do that in person?
Yeah, but when it's a crowd drowning it out, when you're playing at individual microphones, it'll pick it up a lot clearer than some drunk asshole in the outfield. I
think next time I go to a sporting event, I'm going to start yelling Howard Stern's penis.
Yeah, you got to yell Baba Booey, Howard Stern's penis.
Okay.
That's what you got to do it right. If you're going to do it, you got to do it right.
Okay. All right. Deal.
So what else do we got, kids?
I don't have anything left.
All right. I got nothing.
Okay.
K2, you got anything? Besides just sitting there being awesome?
Kind of, sort of. I was like scrolling through Facebook earlier, like people do, because what is life these days in quarantine?
True, very true.
Someone made a post asking like, oh, should I get like these piercings? And it was like a photo of like a septum and like a philtrum and then like a vertical labret like this. And then someone commented, I was just reading through the comments and I was just amazed at how quickly people are willing to spread misinformation without having anything to back it up whatsoever. Yeah.
Hang on, stop. Have you been paying attention to anything that's been going on for like the past, I don't know, how long's the internet been around?
I've been trying not to. I've been trying to like keep my faith in humanity, but every time I
no. If you want faith in humanity, stay the fuck off the internet.
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to do. But there was like this list of comments and it was just so much misinformation. Someone was like, oh, if you get piercings, you have to have them surgically removed. And
yeah.
I was Paul.
That's not how this works, you fucking moron.
It's like, no, that's not true. And someone else said something about, oh, if you get pierced, the hole will never close. And I was just like, have you ever gotten a scrape? It heals, like you ever had surgery? It heals. Like, what the fuck?
Now I'm sure the longer you have it, the longer time it'll take to heal because it starts healing around the piercing but eventually if you take it out, eventually it's going to close. Unless you've stretched that fucking thing out wider than my ex-girlfriend's vag, it's going to fucking close up. Well, she was a whore. I mean, yeah.
God.
Yeah, not even like the fun kind. It was just a disaster. But anyway, no, but people are fucking stupid. You need to realize that.
It's crazy, yeah. And like no one would take the time to, message like a piercer or just look.
And if you tried to correct them, then that makes you worse than Hitler. They'll just jump on. They'll be like, "You don't know what the fuck you're talking about."
I still corrected them.
Girl, I got time.
Yeah, and then
No,
You
me
can't-
neither. That was one that
you can't fix stupid.
no, unfortunately not. It's just awful. But yeah, I mean, some piercings close up like literally within a few hours. Like your cartilage piercings here are like right here in your nose. If you take them out for like a day, you won't be able to get them back in.
Like these.
Yeah.
These
exactly.
healed completely.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
not even.
Can't talk about those. They're gonna kick us off.
Sorry, maybe I shouldn't talk about piercing at all.
You can talk about piercing. It's the #1 most searched fetish in Florida.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see, seriously. We're trying to give the people what they want. The people want to see piercings. We're trying to accommodate that in a very artful, tasteful, and sanitary way.
Very sanitary, yeah.
Sanitary is super important. Don't get piercings in the front seat of your car.
Unless you're in high school, then that's cool.
Because the high school part completely negates any bacteria. Just like if you have a beer in a bar, then you're going to catch the COVID. But if you have food with it, you're safe.
Of course.
And if you live in New York, chicken wings are not food.
What?
Chicken wings are not food in New York.
Why not?
That's what the governor says, and he's got nipple rings. So I mean, he knows what he's talking about.
I have so many questions.
I will give you answers to those questions. Go ahead, fire off.
The governor of New York has nipple rings.
Yeah.
It's believed that he does because he was wearing one day a white polo shirt with no undershirt on it, and there was definitely something going on in the nipple area that looked piercing-ish.
That's fucking awesome. Oh, that's so cool. I am like happy about that.
Yeah, until you listen to the guy talk and they shoved the metal spike in the wrong fucking place.
Oh boy. Okay. Well,
because chicken wings aren't food.
Why aren't chicken wings food?
That's my second question.
Okay, so bars in New York, the phase they're on for reopening, the bars can't open, but places that serve food can. So a lot of places were like selling bags of potato chips or like 3 chicken wings or whatever for $1, just so they could say we're serving food, we can be open. And he said chicken wings aren't considered food. Now I'm sure the actual text of the executive order probably says something a little bit more specific, but he came out and said that chicken wings aren't food.
That's weird.
Who knew?
Yeah. I know there's quite a few bars in the Tampa Bay area that are getting around that because they are bars, but they're selling like a sandwich or like a bag of chips or something with a free drink. So, I mean, I'm glad it's able to be open, but I don't know.
Well,
I wish they were different.
on the news last night, Bar Howard, which is a place I know pretty well, they were on the news yesterday because they had a huge crowd outside waiting to get in, and it just looking at it, there was no social distancing, no masks. It just looked bad. Whatever was actually going on inside, the cameras didn't catch, but the outside crowd waiting to get in, it looked bad for them.
Mm-hmm.
In New York. Oh, that's the other thing in New York. You ready for this? Live music is okay. Stand-up comedy, not okay.
That doesn't make any sense.
No shit. It's fucking New York. Nothing makes sense.
Are the strip clubs in New York open?
I do not believe so. I think that actually a couple of them, one of them, the one in Huntington, I can't remember if it was Oasis or one of the ones in Huntington, New York, just got shut down because they were open.
Wow, that's really weird.
You know the group, the Chainsmokers?
Mm-hmm.
They just did a concert this past weekend in the Hamptons, and it was an outdoor concert, drive-in style, so you drive in your car. But they're in deep shit because people that came to the show were hanging out outside their cars, not properly social distancing. So the band is on the hot seat for that.
What does the band have anything to do with it?
That's true.
Apparent because their name is on the ticket, I guess. Not the venue, it's the band.
That's dumb.
And in New Jersey, somebody rented a house on Airbnb and threw a party that 700 people showed up for.
Wow.
In like a big ass mansion in a very affluent looking neighborhood, 700 people showed up. The cops started getting calls because of the fucking traffic. Like people couldn't get in and out of the neighborhood. And they estimated 700 people at this party. That's
Was it
insane.
COVID parties where they're trying to catch it?
I don't know what the intent was. They didn't delve into that, but just the fact that people are having parties at a house where 700 people are showing up. You're fucking stupid at that point.
Yeah.
I've said it time and time again. The most dangerous part of this whole situation isn't the virus. It's the stupidity of everybody.
It is. I agree.
That's the most dangerous thing. How hard is it to wear a mask? It ain't fucking hard. It's
No,
not
it's
infringing on your rights. Put a fucking mask on, you dumb dick.
Exactly. And there's people that have to work whole shifts, 8 hours, and they have to wear their mask the whole time. I've been there. Nicole's been there. It fucking sucks. And then for someone to complain about having to wear it for 20 minutes to go into a store, like, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, granted, if it wasn't something that was mandatory, I probably wouldn't wear it, but I also don't really go out much.
I have to wear, even working where we work, there's not that many people, but we're required to wear it anyway. And we are like fairly spread.
You guys are preparing food.
Yeah. But
so that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, and I'm wearing gloves and a mask and a hairnet.
Theoretically, when I'm in my office sitting there by myself, I'm technically supposed to have a mask on.
They're under a roof, right?
What's that?
There are exceptions to it, and that's one of them. Jobs where people don't interact, or like, people who are working in warehouses by themselves with people who are working in offices by themselves. Those are all
according
acceptable.
to the law. Yes. According to the building owner's rules, everyone in the building must wear masks. Oh. I don't fucking wear a mask when I'm sitting at my desk by myself. They can kiss my fat black ass. It ain't happening.
Oh no. Anybody comes in.
Exactly. That's wild.
Nobody comes in my office without an appointment. The door's fucking locked. So
there you go.
Nobody's they can't catch me.
Are you being required to like submit any temperature ratings or anything?
Not by my company, because I work by myself, but a lot of my clients, if I go visit, like I have to go visit a client tomorrow, I have to sign a waiver before I even show up. I have to submit a waiver saying that I'm not showing any symptoms. I haven't come in contact. I have to submit this waiver. And then when I get there, I get my temperature checked. And it's weird because they keep checking it baby style. So.
You mean checking it on your forehead?
No, baby style.
In your butt?
It was just a butt joke.
Maddie said to read the comments.
Oh shit. You know what it is, Matt? Normally when I'm doing the show from home, I'm sitting up on a bar, like a bar stool. So my ass is usually about this level, but that stool isn't that comfortable to sit on for 2 hours. So I'm actually sitting in a chair, and the comments are up there. So the governor of New York is an absolute fuck trumpet. I love Australians and their fucking slang. Dead set gobshite. Hate him, and I'm from Australia. Crikey, motherfucker. 700 people in one house. What could possibly go wrong? Absolutely everything. COVID party in college. They bring someone who tested positive and all drink from the same cup bottle. Take bets on who gets it first. No one ever accused a college student of being smart. Yeah. And then the final comment, someone tell Roger to read the comments. Love you, Maddie. Sorry, it's up there. And if I'm sitting up here like this, you're looking up the old schnozola. So nobody wants to do that.
Is it hanging above you?
Okay, it's because it's on the computer. Okay, so I have a small table down low that my laptop sits on, and this is my setup for when I'm recording. And then I have a monitor up top, which is just below my eye level. When I'm standing, as I'm recording, I can put my script up on that screen and scroll. So normally the camera would be like way up in that corner when I normally do the show, but I felt like sitting in a chair, so now I'm down at regular chair height. You got to remember, I'm tall, so everything is a lot higher.
Well, I couldn't reach anything in your office space, in your studio, I mean.
You could, because it's reachable level. Actually, probably the only thing you probably couldn't reach would be my headphones when they're hanging, because the hook is all the way up. It's probably a little over 6.5 feet up.
Hi, I'm short. Nice to meet you.
Look, short people there's reasons short people, there are things below the waist that need to be done too. Okay. That's why we have short people. That's terrible. I'm sorry.
We're the last
Maddie says, you said crikey, hate you too. I said it on purpose, Maddie.
One of those words that like only Australian people can say it, but it's not politically correct.
No, actually, crikey is not something they say. So that's why, like, they don't put shrimp on the Barbie. They don't have shrimp. They have prawns.
Do they put?
They don't eat biscuits. They have scones. It's not scone. It's scone. But they also judiciously use the word cunt, and I appreciate that.
I like that.
I had a friend, or my sister's friend, when I went up north recently, and she's from Australia, and she kept saying something about tube. She was like, "Oh, you have the tubes in the grocery store," and I was like, "What the fuck's a tube?" She's like, "A tube, like a cylinder." And I was like, "A tube? Like you're saying a tube? Okay, I get it now."
A tube of what?
Like a tube of toothpaste or some shit like that. But she kept saying like tube. Yeah. It was like borderline like English sounding, but it's like Australian. And I was like, that's interesting. She said a lot of words where I was like, what are you? I don't understand.
You know what's shocking about Australia? They don't let you into the country now if you have a criminal record, which is weird considering how it started. Australia used to be a penal colony. Yeah. It is something that Wank Bucket said. All I can say is thank God for stingrays. There is no love in Brisbane for Steve Irwin.
That's
just saying.
He was so helpful for like animals and educated so many people.
Yeah. And his family's still doing good work for animals and stuff.
I like that.
I think I'm going to enjoy some authentic Australian cuisine tomorrow and go to Outback for dinner.
I've been craving their bloomin' onion because that's like one of the only things I can eat there.
Here's the thing. I could eat like one or two pieces of it and then I'm like bored of it. My palate gets bored of it real quick. And I love onion rings.
I can eat a whole bloomin' onion by myself, like to the face. And then I feel like garbage for 2 days, but it's worth it. Guys, now I want onion. That's like one thing I crave for some reason. It's really weird.
Yeah. I never got into. I'm weird like that. I don't eat French fries either. I'm a total fucking disappointment to my fat brethren.
Do you like avocados though, or guacamole?
Okay.
Oh no.
Sort of.
No.
Sort of. I do enjoy guacamole. I'm not a huge fan of just eating avocados. And I'm not sure if it's the texture or the color. Like the taste of it, I don't mind. So if it's in something and I don't see it, I'm fine. And like even if I taste it and I know it's there, I'm fine. But like sliced avocado on a sandwich, not a fan. It's just that shade of green.
Are you eating it with stuff?
Well, yeah, I don't just take a fucking avocado and bite it. That's just weird.
I do.
Just you know what it is? It's a texture thing. What'd you say?
Are you putting salt or something on it?
Well, I mean, when I typically when I consume an avocado, it's guacamole. Like I don't put sliced avocado on my sandwich just because I don't like it like that. But you give me a bowl of fucking guacamole and some chips, and I will house that fucking thing.
But if you eat but when you're not gonna put an avocado on a sandwich because you don't like sliced avocado, but you don't like it because of the color and the texture and blah 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 blah. But are you eating it with salt or are you eating it plain?
I'm eating it on a fucking sandwich, so whatever's on the sandwich.
You need to put salt on your avocado when you're eating it whole and plain.
Okay. What if I'm eating it on a sandwich with turkey and tomato?
Then you need some salt for your tomato too.
Okay.
Yeah, that's funny because that's the second time I've heard that in my life, which is both in this month now. Because my little brother, he was also saying he doesn't like the consistency of avocado, and I didn't understand.
Well, I also had a bad experience with avocado once.
Uh-oh. Was it bad?
My wife, who at the time was my girlfriend, was being nice and brought me dinner to work, and I guess they had dinner at like a Chili's or Applebee's or one of the, and there was a soup that was like avocado and cilantro in a hot soup. Exactly. Like it sounded good. It had like tortilla strips in it. And like the concept sounded good, but like hot avocado in a soup, just fucking hard pass.
like boogers. Like it would be like the consistency of like boogers or something.
It reminded me of biting into a hot candle. Like just
Disgusting.
Avocado turns kind of bitter if you don't cook it right. So
I don't think I've ever cooked avocado. Like ever.
Maddie says where we're pronouncing avocado wrong, it's avocado. No, it's avocado. I like free shavacado.
Free shavacado. I fucking love that vine. That's a year straight. Like,
come down to Del Taco. They got free shavacado.
New.
Maddie also says, your mom says a Vegemite sandwich. Oh. Maddie says authentic fake food made by some Americans that have never been to Australia. Now we have them here.
Vegemite or
no, Outback. Is Outback Australian themed in Australia?
I wonder if I can go to Outback and ask for Vegemite and if they would have it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
If they don't have Vegemite, they might have Marmite.
Either one.
What is Vegemite actually made out of? Yeast?
Yeah, it's yeast extract.
Yeast.
And they make sandwiches out of it?
Yeah, like they put it on bread.
Oh, like toast?
Okay.
Yeah, it's got the consistency of.
It reminds me of beef bouillon, like beef bouillon paste.
Yes.
Yeah, don't like that.
But it's vegetarian, it's vegan. It's just kind of consistency is like paste.
Maddie's saying this is fucking gold. I can tell you how to pronounce things wrong and you believe it. No, I'm still gonna say avocado. I mean. Don't get it twisted, Maddie. I'm gonna still say shit the way I want to say it.
Kind of smoky.
I might like that.
Yeah.
So, what you might like Vegemite?
I like to use it as that's what we're talking about. I like to use it as an ingredient in things, not necessarily as like a spread. That's weird to me.
Yeah.
But I like to use it as an ingredient.
Maddie, and this is coming from an authentic Aussie. Vegemite has the consistency of axle grease and the taste of arsehole.
It's good for has probiotics and stuff in it too.
I mean, I'm not king shaming, but I don't like the taste of arsehole. So
everybody loves to eat ass.
Skin Steven.
I saw a meme today that said do millennials only eat ass, or is regular sex still a thing?
Bob Saget does a bit where he's talking about how when he was growing up, like first base was kissing, and now it's like anal sex while being bashed in the head with a baseball bat is first base.
Oh, millennials.
Millennials, you fucking freaks. Love you. All right. Nikole, you said you wanted to chop the show a little early tonight, didn't you?
Yes.
It's about that time.
Yeah.
So, to wrap up, does anybody have anything booked?
I have a babysitting gig.
Fucking babysitting gig better than no gig.
Yeah.
At this point, take what you can get.
Shout out to the people who give performers an opportunity to do stuff.
Yes.
And we recently did a gig where we bartended and also taught belly dance.
She taught belly dance. I just was awkward.
You helped. You counted.
I counted.
And bartended. You helped a lot. So that's the thing that we're available for, is to bartend your illegal COVID parties.
I will wear a mask the whole time.
That's fine. And then also the internet. Find me on Instagram at Nikole_Raven. Okay, and find her on Instagram at
KTWOLEMEW. Yes, Ktwo Lemew.
Yeah.
Instagram, Facebook. Yeah.
Cash App, PayPal.
Yeah, those things too.
Venmo.
Yeah, send them your monies. Book them for your things. You can find me all over the internets at Real Roger Nelson. Again, follow the show, like, share, subscribe on the YouTube action so we can grow our audience and help bump us up in the algorithms. Don't forget to share it. It's important too. Appreciate you guys watching. We do the show every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern time in the United States. Maddie, we love you. This is 2020 in a nutshell. The highlight of Nikole's gig schedule is babysitting.
Struggle's real.
That's where we're at. That's where we're at, kids. Hang on. Roger, we have a very important birthday coming up on 7/14. Aren't you proud I put the dates funky for you? I'm guessing that is going to be Hyacinth's birthday, but we'll talk about that offline. We got to kill the show now. I appreciate you guys watching. Anyhow, love yous. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.
Talk to you guys later.
Bye, beautiful people.
Bye, world.
Uber out.
There we go. End. All right, we are offline ski.